What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks. Today we got another prize picks video for you guys, and I hope you guys told yesterday's video. We went 2 out of 2 on our picks. Our player of the day smacked out Porzingis. He went well over with just his points. We did his points and rebounds combination, and again, he went well over this line. He had a double-double, like a 24-point and like 12 or something. So again, he went crazy, covered his line, and then we gave you guys that Jamal Murray play as our player of the day over that 3.5 rebounds. He ended up with 4. So again, that one did smack out easy as well, like at the beginning of the fourth or early in the third. So again, both those ones smacked out, and then we gave you guys that third player was the Goblin, but unfortunately Derek White did not end up playing. So again, only 2 players ended up playing, but the ones that were playing, they ended up smacking. So if you guys took anything from the video or tell straight up, we did cash that one out. Let me know if you guys did down below. And with that being said, we got some more player props at 11 the board. We're going to give you guys 3 player props for today's Wednesday, January 8th NBA slate. It's a pretty good one, a lot of good games to choose from. And with that being said, before we get into those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. In the last 3 days, our videos have gone 2 out of 3 on those ones. So again, we just been going crazy doing our thing and been having the ball rolling again after that unfortunate little cold streak. But again, things have been looking solid recently. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop right into the players on today's video. As you guys can see, a lot of games to choose from, but my favorite game to choose from right now at the moment is the Chicago Bulls versus Indiana Pacers game. I feel like this one should be a very high scoring game. As you guys can see, the anticipation for this one is a total of 241 points scored from both teams. So again, that's a lot of offense, 120 apiece, and the spread is only minus 5.5 in favor of Indiana. So again, it should be a very good game. A lot of offense to be scored. And then I was looking at this Thunder versus Cavs game. I'm not sure how this one's going to play out. It could be like a defensive game. Obviously, 2 best teams on each conference. It should be a very good matchup. I'm kind of staying away from that one. I was debating on putting a player, but I also like another player from the San Antonio Spurs versus Milwaukee game. I thought this one should be also a competitive one. But enough talking. With that being said, our player of the day in today's video is going to be an Indiana Pacer, Miles Turner, over his PRA line at 24.5. Love this matchup for him against the Chicago Bulls. As you guys can see, Chicago has been super bad throughout the whole season, ranked almost damn near bottom for every stat on points, rebounds, and assists allowed. As you guys can see, ranked 29th, 28th, and 29th in that PRA, gave around 121. 46 and 28 to opposing teams, which is terrible. Again, I feel like this is a very good line for him to cover. If we look at the center position specifically, which Chicago has defensively, they're ranked 29th, 16th, and 18th in PRA, allowed to give around 22, 12, and almost 4 assists a game to opposing centers. So again, that is a lot of numbers that they're giving up. And a guy like Miles Turner, he's been doing his thing recently. As you guys can see, he's gone over this line 60% of the time in the last 10 games. He's been balling out, doing his thing. Been seeing around 33 minutes plus whenever it is a good game. Nice competitive matchup. As you guys can see, the ones where he sees these nice little 25 or like 20-minute category games is when it's a blowout. This game was 30 points. This game was 40 points, and this was another 20-point game. But whenever it's a good game, he sees a lot of minutes, which I'm anticipating this one to be. And as you guys can see right here, he takes a lot of shot attempts in these type of matchups as well, around 13 plus. He sees around 11 rebound chances and then, or 13 rebound chances, 11 shot attempts, and then a potential of 2 assists. So again, all the numbers are pretty high, especially for his line only being at 25 that he needs to cover. Little insight down below that I also really love is Miles Turner has exceeded 24.5 PRA in 6 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed, averaging 28 PRA. Again, in 6 straight games against teams defensively like the Chicago Bulls, he's averaging 4 over his actual line. Again, we're going to take that value any day of the week, and especially with a guy that has a very great resume against this team specifically as well. On top of that insight, again, history repeats itself. He goes crazy against these guys. The only time he didn't cover was when it was a 25 plus point blowout. As you guys can see, Chicago Bulls won this matchup last season by 26 points. But every single other game, he's gone well over this line, 34, 30, 30, 26. And again, he's been balling out recently, doing his thing. And this little insight so far in the season against teams defensively like this, he's going to go out there and do his thing, almost getting 30 PRA. So with that being said, my player of the day in today's video is going to be Miles Turner over this PRA line. So again, if you guys didn't take anything from my videos, I'd highly recommend the player of the days. In that case, we're rocking with this Miles Turner play right here. With our second player in today's video, we're going to be rocking with Zach LaVine on the other side of the ball of this matchup over his points and assists line at 29.5. Now, this dude's been going crazy recently, especially the last 3 games. games. I'm not a last five type of game guy, but again, he has been hot recently against bad teams. Now he has this team defensively with the Indiana Pacers. As you guys can see, they're ranked 22nd and 14th in points and assists allowed. Zach LaVine, obviously, we know he's a very athletic guy. Indiana is so bad in transition defense. They're one of the fastest paced teams in the whole NBA the last 2 seasons. So again, Zach LaVine in this type of situation, I believe she should be able to fly down the court and kind of thrive in this back-to-back. A lot of quick possession type of games. And as you guys can see against weak teams defensively, which we've been seeing in the last 3 games, Washington, Knicks, and Spurs, he's been going out there and damn near getting 40 every single time. Atlanta, again, another also similar team like Indiana in the way they play. He saw 44. Against a top defensive team like Boston, he saw 40. So again, I feel like this is a very good matchup for him. When we look at the point guard and shooting guard positions specifically, they give around a combined total of 50 plus and 15 assists a game to those 2 point guard 1 and 2 spots. So again, I feel like Zach LaVine should have a very good time. In his last 10 games, he's been taking around 18 shot attempts, shooting over 50%. He's been seeing 34 minutes, 34 plus minutes whenever it's a good game, and 8 potential assists. So again, I think this line is very good for him. In his last, 8 games alone, he's been seeing almost 8 plus guaranteed every single game, no lower than 8. And then again, his shot attempts have been through the roof, damn near pushing 20 every single game. And a little insight, obviously it's the last 5, but in the last 5 games, he's been averaging 37 when his line is only at 29.5. So again, if you're 7 over this line, I feel like this one should be a no-brainer, especially against a team that is weak defensively against your spot. And again, he has a decent history against these guys. Obviously, this matchup he didn't cover, but this was all the way back in 2023. And then the one matchup that they had last season, he ended up with 35 points and assists right here. So again, took similar stats in this matchup, saw 33 minutes, took almost 22 shot attempts and 5 potential assists. So again, if we compare that to his last 10 games, it's damn near identical. And so far defensively, they've been vulnerable. So I feel like this one should be pretty good for Zach LaVine to go crazy again. He's been hot, and this is another game where I'm not expecting him to stop it and just keep this little hot streak going on for him. So that's my second player on today's video, Zach LaVine, over that points and assist line at 29.5. And then with the last player on today's video, on the Spurs vs. Bucks game, we're going to be rocking with Chris Paul over his rebounds and assist line at 11.5. Love this line for him. If we look at Milwaukee defensively in rebounds and assists allowed, they're ranked 23rd and 8th, giving around 45 and 25 a game to opposing teams. If we look at the point guard position specifically, they are ranked 26th and 14th, giving around 7 rebounds a game and 8.4 assists, which is insane. 15 in total. A guy like Chris Paul, obviously, people name him the point guard or whatever. That's his nickname. Obviously, he's a very good point guard, knows how to swing the rock. And surprisingly, this dude's been getting a lot of rebounds recently. As you guys can see, 5, 9, 8, 6. Again, he's been doing his thing on just grabbing those boards. And this is another matchup where he's going against a team that's super vulnerable on giving up rebounds. Overall, they're ranked 23rd. Position-wise, they're ranked 26th to point guards. So again, Chris Paul, with the way he's been grabbing those boards recently, just putting himself in those positions. Now he's going against a team that gives up a lot more than than the average team. I feel like this should be a very good line for him. And then assists allowed, these guys are just average on giving up assists. So again, if Chris Paul's going against the average team defensively that allow assists, obviously he's going to do his thing and get those numbers up. So I believe this is a very good line at 11.5. I believe he should be able to exceed 12 easily. As you guys can see a little insight down below, Chris Paul has exceeded 11.5 rebounds and assists in 14 of his last 17 games, averaging 13.7 rebounds and assists. So again, that's only almost 3 over. But in 17 games, if you're averaging that much, the only times he did struggle was against like Denver, Brooklyn. This game was super low scoring. And then Denver, obviously, they're a very good team. Now he got some matchup against Milwaukee. I feel like he should have no time right here. And then if we look at his recent history, this was last season. Obviously, he was on a different team with the Warriors. This was a blowout, 35-point blowout. And he still had a total of 11 assists and rebounds right here. Only saw 19 minutes, and again, he was at this line basically got hooked by 0.5. If we compare that to his last 10 games, he's been seeing a lot more work on the Spurs team, seeing around 34 plus minutes whenever it's a good game, good close game. 9 potential rebound chances and 15 potential assists. So again, he's damn near been at 25 potentials on both the rebounds and assist aspect, and his line is at 11.5 that he needs to cover. There's a lot of greens right here, and I expect him to get another one in this type of matchup. So with that being said, this is my last player on today's video. CP3 over this rebounds and assists line right here. Love this line. I feel like it's too low in my opinion and should probably get bumped up in the near future. So With that being said, these are my 3 players that I'm rocking with for this Wednesday, January 8th NBA slate. Again, my player of the day in today's video is going to be Miles Turner over that 24.5 PRA. Again, if you guys didn't take anything, I'd recommend that player. My second player, Zach LaVine, over that 29.5 points and assists. Third and last player, Chris Paul, over that 11.5 rebounds and assists. So again, these are my 3 players. I gave you guys my favorite one. You guys can mix and match these, use them however you guys want. Take them, whichever ones you like from the breakdown information they give you guys that you guys think is best to your own benefit, or tell straight up. Again, yesterday's video went 2 out of 2. The video 2 days ago, the video went 3 out of 3. So again, our videos have been going crazy. And unfortunately, the one in the middle, but again, 2 out of 3 in the last 3 days. It's been pretty solid. So with that being said, these are my favorite players, and that's pretty much all I got for you guys in today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and again, please drop a like and subscribe to those post notifications on. Just mean the word to me. And with that being said, that is all I've got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see you today.